Hello, and thank you for tuning in. I'm just going to glance over here because I see some people are on. Oop, just dropped everything. Hi, Winann. Hi, Helen. Hi, Geraldine. Hi, Bree. Just wanted to go on. I know I'm a couple of minutes early, but I just wanted to make sure everything was working and that I could see everyone, or that you could see me. Hello. Okay, and just so you know, there is a delay from what I'm seeing and from what you're seeing. So thank you so much for tuning in. Great. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. How's everybody doing this evening? Glad you could join me. Second night in a row, right? But I guess that's a good thing, hopefully. Okay, so we're going to get started. Grab your coffee, grab your tea or cocktail tonight, and come stamp with me. This is my magic mug. Everybody was asking me about my magic mug. I know Vicky's probably got hers. So, cute little thing. This is my logo. And you can see that I got a hot liquid in here now because you can see my logo. The hotter it is, the more my logo shows up. What happens is when my coffee or my hot drink gets cold, this mug is actually totally black and you can't see that description or my logo. So that's my logo. So if you'd like more information on my logo merchandise, I also have t-shirts. You can go to littleshopofgore.com and type in Stampers Delight and you can see my logo merchandise. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. Couple of things first, and you're going to see my head turning, and that's just so that I can see the comments. Hi, Rick. Hi, Deb. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Judith. Hi, Joyce. Thank you all for tuning in. So a couple of things I just want to remind you about. My online retreat in October, where you can get these 2 bundles as part of the retreat. I've been putting the information in there. The sign up is by September 30th. You get a swag bag. You get 8 to 10 projects you're going to do. You're going to get a video. You're going to get these 2 bundles. However, these dies right here, the celebration dies, are getting low inventory. So if you're thinking about doing my online fall retreat, you really want to sign up now, because if they go back ordered, there's not much I can do about that, okay? So that's my fall online retreat. The other thing I want to remind everybody is I did my video last night on Have a Hoot, and that is my September Simple and Sweet, now I can't even say it, Sweet and Simple online class. So check that out if you're interested in that. I picked that because you can do a Christmas card, you can do Halloween, and you can even do a birthday card. And that class includes the 5 projects, and they'll be totally different than the ones I showed last night. The other thing I want to remind everybody is to join my team September 1st. There's this awesome starter kit. You get a lot of extras. You get 2 stamp sets. You get 2 packets to start your first class. That's 8 cards in each one. And there'll be more information on that. That starts September 1st. Along with that, you can get the new, it's this way, embossing machine. That's available September 1st, okay? The other thing I just want to remind everybody is these cute little paper trimmers that we were able to order as demonstrators, and they're no longer available even to demonstrators. Well, I have, not this one, this is mine. I have 1 extra left that I'm going to give to somebody when I hit my $400,000 career sales. I will tell you I'm only $2,000 away. That's not a lot. So what's going to happen is anybody that ordered from me during July and till I hit that $400,000 sales, I'm going to put your name in a drawing, and somebody's going to win the little paper trimmer that I have. Okay, we're just going to, I'm running out of room back here. Okay. So we're going to get started. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to show you Paper Pumpkin for August. Now, if you don't get the Paper Pumpkin, don't shut me off, okay? Because I'm going to show you a card that you can make without the Paper Pumpkin. Just improvise whatever you have. A lot of things, a lot of times, I look at cards. It may not be the stamp set that I have, but I look at it to say, well, how can I do this card with this stamp set? That's what I want you to keep in mind with the Paper Pumpkin, okay? So let's get started. Before I do that, let me say hi. A couple more people. Perry, Vicky, Carol. Thank you all for tuning in. and let's get started. So again, Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. This is my host code for the month. If your order's less than $150, you want to use that host code. Just go to stampersdelight.com, use that host code, and place your order. And you will be in that drawing too. Okay, so let's look at the paper pumpkin for this month. Now, I'm going to bring this down a little bit so you can see better. So this is the August kit. Now, for those of you that don't know, paper pumpkin comes with a little block, a little ink spot rather. I'm not going to use that. I always use my big one because I usually give these things away. This is the stamps you get. And they're medals. You can make it medals. Best, you deserve a medal. World's greatest. You'll see in a minute what I mean with that. Okay. And then, of course, the new one for September. Look at that. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it looks awesome, doesn't it? Yeah, it always is. So let's open this up. So, okay, so first we have the ribbon. Now, I will give you a little hint with the ribbon. When they put the ribbon in, of course, it gets these little creases in it. I like to iron my ribbon. I didn't iron this one because I just opened the box. But I do like to iron my ribbon. Okay, so let's put the box down here. I saved the tissue paper, of course, because you can use that for something else. And with this paper pumpkin, you get this nice kit. Now, if you do have the paper pumpkin and you haven't done anything with it yet, you're going to see a couple of alternatives. So let me just open this up. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Thank you. So we've got this little bag here. And in here, these are our dimensionals. Look at this. They're actually foam frames. Okay, and some little stars. We've got some glue dots. And here's the other frame. I thought this was really cool. You poke this out. And there's your dimensionals for the cards in the kit. Isn't that great? So that's a pretty cool idea. Then you've got your envelopes. Okay, so we have envelopes for the cards. And there's 3 different kinds of envelopes there, but you can mix and match. And if you'd like to order the paper pumpkin, I'll put the link in after I'm done. Actually, after it loads up. Okay, and then you have these 3 window sheets to make the shaker cards. And then, of course, you have the 3 cards here. You have these great poke outs, backgrounds. And let's see, we have some blank white cards. And we have these pieces. Now this piece, you're actually going to use this outside piece. And that's what layers onto that frame to make a shaker card, along with the window sheets. Okay, makes sense? Then this piece, you actually poke this out, and you're going to use that for another card, which I'll show you. This is actually just an extra piece. It doesn't have anything to do with the kit, but I'm going to show you how to use that piece too. Also in here you have some long white banners, some small white ones, and some circles. I don't know if you can see they're actually cut there. And of course some nice foil trim ones. And your trophies and some more cards. Okay? So those are all the pieces you get. Now, oh, one more thing you get. You get these cute little vellum pieces. Okay. And you take those apart. And I didn't use a lot of these in my samples because I'm going to use them for something else. Okay? Maybe a flowery set. Okay, so you get these nice vellum pieces. Now, the thing I love about the paper pumpkin is I always try to make at least 1 or 2 of the samples they show, but then I like to make my own cards, my alternatives. For instance, let me bring this in. Here's the 3 cards that they show, the trophy, the medal, and then the banner or ribbon. Well, the stamp set, when you look at it, there's world's greatest, best, all that, teacher, coach, friend. I don't really have a teacher in mind, but if I have a friend that's a teacher, I could use that. Don't really have any coaches in mind, but kid is great. World's Greatest Kid, number one, and friend. I know I'll use a lot of that one. But what you're going to see is me pairing it up with another stamp set, which I think you'll really enjoy. So I'm going to try to put this over here without losing everything. And just see if there's any. You have your paper pumpkin, Joyce? Great. Okay. So the first sample, let me bring this back in. The first sample I want to show you is the middle one. And you can see that it's the blue card. And then, of course, the insert pieces, which I opened up and showed you. That's this piece right here. I don't want to do the same cards to show you because there is a video out there, and of course you can see the samples, so that's layered on there. Number one, and then you can put whatever you want on the inside. I'm not going to show you what I put on the inside till I show you the set that I use the most with this paper pumpkin, and that's called Family Party. This is in the annual catalog, and it goes great with this paper pumpkin. World's greatest daughter, husband, brother, sister, mother, wife, daughter-in-law, niece, whatever. Okay, so as soon as I saw this kit, I knew I had to use this stamp set with it. So that's the Family Party in the annual catalog. So from that, I did number one, son. Anybody that's been watching me knows that my son is number one to me. Of course, he's also my only son. So that was the first sample, which was right here. And again, there's a paper pumpkin video, which I will put on the blog and Facebook. And you can find it on YouTube that is put out by Paper Pumpkin and shows you how to do these 3 cards. That's why I don't usually show you. Okay, the next one is right here, and you can see it says World's Greatest Coach. Well, I got friend right here, and I forgot to put the World's Greatest, but I used it as a friend. So let's see. Let me grab that right now, because I do have these blocks. Did I not? Let me grab the stamp set here. Not the one I just took out because I'm saving that. Okay, well, where is my World's Greatest? Okay, well, we're going to get to that in a minute. Should be right here. See, I already lost something, didn't I? I might have left it over on the other table. Let me just grab it. So I want to show you how cute it looks. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to find it. It's buried under my table here. So anyway, World's Greatest Friend. This calls for a celebration because I knew that I have a friend that I need to send this to. So that would be this card right here. All right. Then the third card over here, You're the Best. And this is where you use the shaker card. Hi, Teresa. Hi, France. Hi, Paula. Don't forget to share my videos. Thank you all for subscribing. I hit 7,000 subscribers. So you're the best. Number one mother. You deserve a medal. So that's actually, I made this for my mother-in-law who's going to be 95, Labor Day weekend. But I think I might make a different one. Maybe tonight. So that would be this one right here. Okay. With that same thought in mind, instead of putting number one, I used You Deserve a Medal. You're the best friend. Okay? So you can mix and match those sayings. Okay. So those are the samples that they give you to do. All right. I'm going to move that out of the way for a second because we already saw those. Let me show you some of the alternatives you can do with it. Now remember, I use the Family Party a lot. This is where I use that piece that I told you you get rid of, but you don't want to because you want to use it as another and make another card. That was that circle part. And I'm just going to grab that wherever it may be. There it is. Okay, so here's that circle. And what I did was I cut another card base. You're going to see it all come together in a minute. This card base. Instead of using it like that, I cut it in half and I used it for another card. And there was a piece left over. So I used that as my background. I used this piece over it. And then I used for a special nephew who turned 7. Hey, Golf and Mary! And the birthday wishes comes from one of our other sets in the holiday catalog, which I like to use a lot. It's called Little Treats because it's got the little treat box, but it's got a lot of different wishes on it. So I used the birthday wishes from that. Okay. So don't throw this piece out because you can definitely use it for something else. You could even use it and make another shaker card. So that was another alternative. I also have my sister's birthday coming up Labor Day weekend. So I did this one a little different. I made the shaker card. I put number 1 back there, put the little stars back there, and gave her a banner. Number 1 sister. Of course she is. She's my only sister. Birthday wishes for you today. So hopefully Shar is not watching this. I know she shares my videos. I know she watches them, but hopefully she's not watching this one because this is her card. Okay. Then I took one of our other stamp sets in the annual catalog. Again, with this piece, remember I said you can save that piece, and I made it into a shaker card. And I used some of the stars, but then I used some of the sequins from the other stamp set. And I will put all the stamp set names in the description when it comes up, okay? Hoping your birthday fishes come true. And then, of course, there's all little fishies there. Birthday wishes for you today. So that was another alternative that I did. And, I mean, I'm still going with it. And this is the first box. I just opened the second box just to show you. The next one I want to show you, and this is where this card comes into play, and that one for my little nephew here, okay? This one, I took a white card base. I took half of this sheet, which I'm gonna be showing you, and I cut this into pieces. All right, so I made this fold or flap card. Number 1 friend, birthday wishes for you today. This calls for a celebration. And there you go. So you got a nice little flap card there. What do you think? You like the alternatives so far? You like the whales? Okay, so let's do a little playing here. Again, I'm just going to be cutting and playing. That's what I like, why I like doing the Paper Pumpkin Live, because I don't know what I'm going to do. But I am going to do this one first so I can show you what I'm talking about, okay? So I'm going to grab a piece of white card base. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this, okay? I'm going to cut this to 7.5 by 7. Okay, so this has to be 7.5 by 7, I believe. Let's just check it out. I just played around with it. That's how I did it. Yep, 7.5. And then this is going to be, whoop, let's turn it around so I can show you. 7.5 by 5.5. So I need this white card base to be 7.5. And of course, I'll save that strip for something. Not sure what. Oh, thanks, Paula. And then, let me just pull this out again just so I can show you. So this is 7.5. And then I'm going to score it. So let me show you the measurements on where you're scoring it, okay? So you're going to score this at 1.5 on each side. Okay, so there's the 1.5 right there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to score this at 1.5. And then I find it easier just to flip it over and do it again at 1.5. I'm going to leave my paper trimmer right here because I am going to need that. And I'm just going to fold these flaps in. Okay, so that gives you that nice fold. Hey, Patricia. And Patricia, I know you were asking about when I was going to get to this video, so here you go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in that card base, and I am going to cut it in half. Okay, because I'm going to use the other half for another card, but I need to cut that off. And it gives me more designer series paper, really. Okay, since this was 1 1/2, I'm going to make these strips at 1 1/4. Maybe a little over 1 1/4. Not quite 1 1/2. Just like there's 1 1/4 and it's two lines over, okay? And then I'm going to do it at 5 1/4. I'm just going to snip off a little bit here. So I need 2 of those strips. So I'm going to do it again. There's the 1 1/4, and we're going to bring it over 2 little notches. For my mathematician friends, you can tell me what that actual number is. Here we're going to do 5 1/4. Now I have these 2 strips. Okay, so those 2 strips are actually going to go right here. And I'm going to grab my Stampin' Seal Plus. You can use your regular Stampin' Seal. You can use your Tombow. I use whatever I happen to have on this table, because I have 3 other tables over there with stuff on them. And I'm just going to line that up and just give it just a little bit of a white edge. Okay, and I'm going to layer this one there. Don't need that little piece. Oh yeah, you're right, Vicki. This would be this Argyle. That's what it's Argyle print, right? I really like this kind of paper too. And I saved the golf set from last year because my husband's a golfer, so I know I'll be using that a lot. Okay, so there I have that piece. Now, for the flap or fold, I have a piece of Bumblebee that's going to fit right in here. Now, the thing you have to be careful of with this is that trophy is pretty big. I'm going to show you in a second. Let me grab my trophy. Where's my trophy? That's what happens when I open this up. Can't find anything. There's my trophy. Okay, this is a really good size trophy. Okay. Those little pieces. That just fits on there. Just fits on there. But that's okay. What I'm going to bring in is that other piece of card base. And I'm just going to measure what I have here. This piece was it should be 3 by 4. Yep, 3 by 4. So this one I'm going to make a little bit smaller. So 3 by 4. Let's go ahead and do... There's 3 by 4. I'm going to do just a hair smaller than the 3 inches and just a hair smaller than the 4 inches, okay? And that I'm going to layer right on there because I just want a little bit of that yellow edge. Not much, just a little bit showing. Hello, Valerie from Ireland. Where in Ireland are you? I actually still have relatives in Ireland. Not that I've been there, but I'd love to know where you're from, Valerie. I'm just going to go ahead and still saying snail. Adhere that down. I'm going to layer this right on top here. Okay, that's going to layer right on there. But first I have my little trophy here. Okay, this is why I said that one card I made for my mother-in-law. I might change that. I grabbed the family party and I used the 6 and the 5 to make 95 because my mother-in-law is going to be 95. She deserves 2 cards, right? Dublin. Oh wow, top of the morning to ya. Cork, County Cork. That's where my father's family was from. Okay, and we're just going to stamp that 95 right in there. Now you see I'm using my mat. because it is photopolymer. Look at that. I love it. Now I do have, and the family party also has mother, but that's going to be too long. That's too long. Okay. So I'm going to do a little changing of this. Let's see. We're going to add that there. I think I will take a little strip. Do I want 95 mother? Maybe not. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let's see. How about for a special? Nope. I'm going to put mother on the front. So let me grab a strip that I can use. This might work. This is just one of my strips that I keep in the back here. Yep, that'll work. Now you see I'm using my Pacific Point, the larger one. Oh, great. That's great, Vicki. I'm going to cut this. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. I'm going to have to trim it, but while I'm stamping right now, I don't want that big piece. So I'm going to put mother right here. This way I can put it right there. Yeah, and I'm just going to snip it off. Actually, I'll make it look like a banner. Just do that. Let's do it this way. The strip I grabbed is actually our paper with the our shimmer paper. Perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some of those dimensionals. And I'm going to put mother right here. I'm also going to flip that over and put some more dimensionals. I really want this to stand out for her. Just put them anywhere, just so they hold everything down. I'm going to put that right in the center here. And I can, now let me show you. Let's make it a little, do it a little different maybe. So this card for a friend is on the side. This one, I can actually put right in the middle here. And let's see if I want to do that. I really kind of like it on the side. I just like it on the side where you can read it here. So I'm going to go with the side like I did the other one. I am going to glue 2 rows down. Remember, you only want it on the top portion. And again, if you don't get the paper pumpkin, think about this in any card, any stamp set you have. Okay. Now I'm going to put, where was that one saying I had right here that I liked? Okay, so that says mother, so I'm going to put for a special mother. It can be a little backwards. Nobody says it has to be in order. It's your card when you make it, right? And let me grab a birthday wishes card. This is from the little treats. I'm going to put that right here. Birthday wishes for you today. Then I'm going to take that little bag of stars. Oh, thank you, Geraldine. Yeah, I mean, I always like, Geraldine says I get her out of making the cards the way they show it. I always try to make one sample of each the way they show it, but then I have to change it up. Okay, so for this, I'm going to use my Tombow or my detailed glue. I have my detailed glue out, so let's see if that nozzle's okay. Maybe I use the detailed glue. That might be, oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some glue all around here. My mother-in-law deserves all these stars. If you use the detail glue, remember, do not sit it down and wait. You want to put that right away. Look at this. I had my Tombow right in front of me. Oh, well. I get stamping with you stampers, and I just forget everything. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I find it easier just to take your pick tool and just put it right in there and grab a couple of these. My fan is blowing on me, though. Grabbed a couple there. That's okay. We'll slide him over here. We'll put that one right there. A couple extras. Wherever I had the glue, that's where it's going. My mother-in-law is going to love this. She